Hi everyone, it's Barney and Conor from the Disciples. We have our Edison Cup deck lists. We both played Lightsworn, but we both played kind of different lists, didn't we?
Yeah, I think like 8 cards different.
About 8 cards different in the main. I came second, Conor came third.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Top 4.
Let's go.
So yeah, first off we'll show you our monsters and we'll show you all the ones we have the same, and then after that we'll show you the ones we have different.
Yeah, sounds
and then
good.
Same with the spells
Let's
and traps.
get into it.
Our sides are very different though.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yours high rarity, yours.
Yeah.
we have 2 JD.
Yeah. We'll do it side by side.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Why not?
2 Celestia, 2 Honest, we have 3 Wolf, we have 2 Raikou, Lumina, Lila, Garroth, Erin, Arcus, Jane, Card Trooper, Plague, Necro, and Gauze. So that's what we had the same, but we did have differences. So go on, you do your differences first.
Right. So I played 3 extra monsters apart from on top of the ones that we were playing here. So I played. Barney played 2 Raikou, but I played 3 Raikou because I felt the way that the format shifted now in Edison is there's a lot of absolute zero decks and decks that Raikou trades with very favourably. So I thought I wanted to play 3 Raikou, and for the same reason I wanted to max out on that and I played a Hamster as well. Hamster was amazing, as it always is, just because 18 defense and being able to bluff it for a Raikou, and then what a lot of players who've played Edison for a long time will do is, if they obviously, I'm an avid Lightsworn player, so everyone knows I'm playing Lightsworn. So if someone sees me set a card face down turn 1 and just pass, a lot of the time they just assume it's Raikou. And so the best way to get value out of that would be to summon a low attack monster like Plague or Necrogarden or something to attack into the Raikou to get value. Card Trooper, even whatever. Actually, Card Trooper is the only one that beats this because it goes to 19. But all the other low attack guys like Dandy, whatever, they summon to kill the Raikou, and then they get hit with like 1500 damage. I get the Raikou, big tempo swing. So I played that, and then I had to give it back. I borrowed it, but I played the second Jane. So the reason why I played the second Jane is because one difference between me and Barney's list is I play Oppression in the main and he doesn't, and Jane is the best Lightsworn to have with Oppression, and it's just a really good standalone Lightsworn draw as a beater, so I wanted to play it. So yeah.
My only differences were I played 2 Lila. I just like Lila, and I think because I played Gold Sark in my list, Conor didn't play Gold Sark, but because I'm playing Gold Sark, I'm playing heavier into the JD play, so I like to be able to use Lila as a normal summon, get the back row clear, just in case it's something that would either stop the JD or get rid of it, so I can JD safely. So that's why I play second Lila, and then Trag. So I'm 23 monsters, you're probably about, what, 24, 25?
Yeah, and yeah.
Cool. Alright, now the spells we have the same are Charge of the Light Brigade,
Shocking.
3 Solar Recharge. We have Foolish Burial, Heavy, Cold Wave, Double Book of Moon.
This is big.
You tell them about Double Book of Moon.
So like, I've always been a fan of Book of Moon in general. In the last few Edison Cups I played 1 Book of Moon, and like I was on the money with like the relevancy of this card. The only thing I got wrong was the ratio. Like, I'm playing 1, I just didn't see it enough for me to think, wow, this card's good. Like, but every time I saw it, it was decent. But then I saw the RBET, the most recent one, the 3rd place Lightsworn list, played 2 book, and I was thinking, this sounds really good. And this is another reason. The reason why we played 2 book as well is because this allows the Raikous to have more impact, and it means you can T-set without fearing getting punished for extending into the field more. Because if you have like a Raikou and a book, if they attack the Raikou, you have the option to like book their monster, or if they don't have a thing, then when you flip the Raikou, anytime they try back row removal, the Book of Moon, you can chain it and set your Raikou or set something else, and then that's way more value. And because I play 3 Raikou and a Hamster, Book is arguably better, in my deck than Barney's. But the fact that Barney's still playing 2 book, it should just be like a testament to how good this card is. It's like the most versatile card, and it's the best -1 in the game.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And one thing as well with book is that it pairs incredibly well with Erin. It makes cards that, you know, are difficult to get over. Stardust Dragon, things like that. Just book it, summon Erin, attack.
Happy
just
days.
Like, happy days. Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
Right. So they were all the spells we had
yeah.
the same. So the spells I had different was I had 2 Gold Sark. I really like Gold Sark. Conor doesn't.
No, Gold Sark is shit, man.
I love Gold Sark because I'm playing heavy into JD, like JD plays, and against back row matchups, like you can search Cold Wave, you can search heavy. Speaking of Cold Wave and heavy, I opted to play Giant Trunade in the main. I didn't main deck MST, I side decked MST, and I'll show you that later. But Giant Trunade, I wanted to play like the 3 big blowout guys to get rid of the back rows so I can JD safely. Reinforcement of the army, standard. Well, actually, you're not playing Rotor, are you?
No, I'm not playing Rotor.
So you're playing 2 Jane, no Rotor?
Yeah, no Rotor. I considered Rotor, but because I'm playing the second Jane already, I felt like the deck has a lot of normal summons, and you don't want to clog on normal summons. Like a lot of the times when you brick, well, obviously the main bricks will be like when you draw Necroguard and a Wolf, but assuming you don't open Necroguard and a Wolf and you still brick, it'll be the hands where you open like 4 normal summons with Lightsworn, so like 3 normal summons with Lightsworns and a Wolf or something like that, and it's just that I didn't find the Rotor was necessary in my list.
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't need it.
And the last card is Brain Control.
Yeah.
That's
an interesting one as well. Like this is like such a staple card in EDISON format, and like you'd be crazy not to play it, but I didn't play it in my list because I wanted to make space for the second book. And in the whole tournament, never missed Brain, so
nice.
Not that big of a deal.
Okay.
But the 2 spells.
Players play around it, didn't they? I tried to anyway, right?
But no, like Brain is like OP. Like don't get me wrong, but obviously like you got to think about what your deck does, and like my deck is very blowout in a sense. Like the problem cards don't need to be brained. I could just JD it. Like, do you know what I mean? So like a lot of the times, like I don't really need the brain, but it never came up for me. But I'm sure if I played it, I wouldn't have not liked it. Like Brain's an amazing card.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the spells I played different was I played one MST. It's weird because I understand why Barney played the Giant Trunade, because his deck is a bit different. Like his deck is more focused around JD, which you'll see when we show the traps as well. But so that's why he probably played the more blowout back row removal cards, so that his JD is 100% going through. But my deck is more kind of like 1-for-1 trades, and then establish the JD when both players are on low advantage in the grind game. And so I thought MST was a lot better, and MST has a lot more application in terms of 1-for-1 trades, because there's so many things you can do with it, like setting it, for example, and then letting your opponent try back row removal, and then you just chain it. Like a couple times they hit it, and then I just chained it MST their back row. Or like against Glads, you can set it, and then they summon Bestiari, pop it, and you chain hit one of their back row. So it's very versatile in terms of when in comparison to cards like Giant Trunade. So I like the MST. And the last spell card I played was Card Destruction. I had to borrow it, so I gave it back. But the reason I played Card Destruction was because I've never been really a big fan of this card. I've tried it before and it wasn't that good, but I saw it in the RBT free list, and after I saw the 2 book, I was like, do you know what, he might be onto something. So I tried it out, and it was very good, as you'll see on stream. There was this one play I played against Alex, who was playing Blackwing, and I had Arcus on field, but he didn't realize he didn't realize the Arcus effect, so he tried to brain control. So I knew he had brain control now. So then next time I was on quite low life, so I lose to this brain control. So I Card Destruction the brain control, and then I won that game after. So
spoilers.
That was no, just the game, not the match, bro, not the match. That's up for scrutiny. We'll see.
So that is the spell cards, right?
Yeah, that's the spell cards.
The trap cards we played the same were Dust Shoot and Beckoning. So for me, this is 39 cards. My last card is the second Beckoning, right? I think, like you're saying, like what you were saying about me, like playing heavily into the JD, I think this becomes really important for me to be able to, like, mill early. Like getting a JD in the grave when you have double Beckoning isn't actually bad. Like you can get JD in the grave, you can get Honest in the grave. Well, the thing I love about this card,
like this
they can declare an attack. You can flip a Beckoning, get back double Honest, and just drop double Honest on him.
Yeah, I've won a couple games doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, you played 1 Beckoning, 1 Dust Shoot.
Yeah, so like I'm already playing a card like Card Destruction as well. So like there's a lot of these cards. If you play too many of these cards, that's how you brick. Like these cards aren't starter cards; they're just good late game cards or good mid game cards when you're already playing. Yeah. So they make your good hands good and they make your worst hands worse. And I don't play too many of those cards, so that's why I didn't play the second Beckoning. I felt 1 Beckoning was enough. I never needed the second. and like I just didn't want to increase my chance of drawing this early because unlike Barney, I'm not trying to capitalize around the JD play. I'm just trying to like go for 1-for-1 trades, favorable trades that play in my favor, give me advantage, and then use cards like this to maybe like cheese a win.
Yeah.
This isn't like the focal point of my strategy. So that's why I played one of this. And then as you can see, because of that, I played 3 other trap cards. I played Threatening Roar. I think I just wanted chainable back row, and Threatening Roar allowed me to survive a turn and push for my Lightsworns, because the whole strategy is if you can keep a Lightsworn to stick on the board a couple turns, like the advantage you get from the mills should win you the game. So I like that. Kind of same theory behind Mirror Force, but basically if you don't play any back row any removal back row like Mirror Force or TT, and they don't see it game 1, they're not really going to be scared. So you have to have like some form of punish for them to be like, okay, cool. Let me if I bluff one set back row, they might not attack, or if they see the Mirror Force, they might change one guy to defense. So there's a lot of things you can do in that scenario. But I played 1 Mirror Force, 1 T-Roar, and then the last trap I played was Oppression. Same thing with the double Jane. Like I just thought Oppression was a really good card. I looked at the field of who was playing in the tournament, what decks were being played, and Oppression seemed very, very good going into this tournament. So I really wanted to main one of these, and I even sided the second.
Yeah.
So that was a really good card all day.
Nice.
Very good card. And yeah, so that's
our list, both 40. We had exactly the same extra deck, didn't we?
Yeah,
we have,
show that.
Yeah, so we have Chimera Tech, Armory Arm, Catasta, Android, Urquizus. Both won us games.
Yeah, I want a game with this.
Yeah, so did I.
Go on, how do you...
I just basically, I didn't win immediately, but it was just it was the best one by far to go into.
Yeah.
Because he had a set weak attack guy.
Yeah.
Just was able to poke through, get really good damage, and then be ahead in life, so that next turn I could do an OT, like finish him off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So in my one, my opponent was on like 4,000 life.
Yeah.
I had, I think it was like Wolf or something on field, Plague and Grave, and a normal summon, a normal summonable Jane.
Yeah.
So I summon Jane, bring back Plague. Jane and Plague make this. He has a set Stratos because I booked it on attack. And then the Urquizus kills the Stratos for 18, and then the Wolf attacks for 2-1.
Okay, broken.
It was like, I don't think it was on 4K exactly, but it was just enough for game.
Yeah.
So yeah, this card.
Do you know what? As well, now you're mentioning that, Book of Moon adds another dimension to a card like this.
Yeah, exactly, for
Yeah.
sure.
Dude, it's nice to see when you're a budget player before Brian like the 3-print, everyone's playing your Urquizus, man. So it's good to see.
Good card.
We both played Brio, Tempest, Goyo, Black Rose, Stardust, Dark End, Thought Ruler, Colossal, Mistworm. Oh, Red Dragon Archfiend.
Yeah, Red Dragon Archfiend.
And Mistworm. Yeah. Nice. So both the same extra. Side deck. Now our side decks are very different.
Go on, you do yours first.
I do mine first?
Yeah.
So my side deck was triple DD Crow.
Ooh, look at them ulties. Jeez.
So the thing with me is I get quite greedy when I'm deck building, and I wanted to main DD Crow, but my problem was if I started to main DD Crow, then I thought the dark count would be high enough to warrant Chaos Orc and Dad and things like that. So I wanted to keep it strictly Lightsworns, like strictly light, but I really wanted to play Crow. So I was playing Crow in the side, so I was playing 3, and I thought, well, if I'm going to be siding in 3 Crow, then my dark count is high enough to play the other dark. So I thought, why not play them? So I sided Chaos Orc, Dad, and the last dark I sided was Kaiku, 1 Kaiku.
That is saucy.
I think Kaiku's
Kaiku's
really
nice.
saucy at the minute. What's nice is if you establish this early on the field and you get some mills going, they can't DD Crow your stuff. They're not allowed to DD Crow your Plague or anything like that.
That is nice.
So their DD Crows become dead, and you can just basically get ahead that way. It's great against zombies, great against some other stuff as well. I played 2 Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon was nice for me to be able to play through like the Blackwing matchup and things like that. Just break the boards, like slowly do the grind game. Although I did misplay against Moffat at some point where I basically like put in Cyber Dragon going first because I thought maybe it would be nice to like grind out through that game, and it ended up backfiring on me because I opened it early doors. So I think I should only side this. Moving forward, I'll only side it going second. Even though it's like attractive to side it in against the back row matchup, even when you're going first, you should just stick to the game plan, you know. 2 twister in the MST, so this is where the MST is.
Oh, I see.
So it's basically 3 twister, like 3
MST.
3 MST basically, yeah, because this is for the light ims, this is for the
Skill drains.
drains, oppressions, anything like that. Smashing ground and lightning vortex, 1 of each. I didn't want to side 2 of one and not any of the other, because what if you play against like Tristan's deck, the Dark Gaia deck, and you want to get rid of them all at once? Do you know what I mean? So like 1 of each I think was nice, and then 2 oppression for glads,
Very
for
nice.
things like that. What was yours?
Mine was a bit different, but obviously because our strategies were kind of different,
Yeah.
that like is reflected in the side deck. So my side deck was almost, it was it? I think it's identical to the RBET guys side deck.
Okay.
I looked at it and I thought this is a really nice side deck, and for the field that we were playing in, it seemed to fit perfectly. So I thought I'll just run it. So I put this ain't my side deck. This is that guy's side deck, but I'll just show you the cards. One, I think, yeah. Shout out to him. I think he's.
What was it, Joyboy?
Yeah,
Beatbot,
Joyboy
was it?
Beatbot.
Shout out to you, Joyboy
I want to give
Beatbot.
him some credit here because like he definitely inspired this side deck, and the double book as well.
Yeah.
So we side the trag.
Looking for someone to tell you were right. You're like, I knew this card was good.
literally, I've been reaching. Like, yeah. Obviously, I don't main the trag. Barney mains the trag. So, but trag is too good not to play. And like in certain matchups, when you want to side out certain traps, you don't have as much protection. So like against like Blackwing or some of the other stuff, you have to side out like the Dust Shoot and like. For example, against Frog and Monarch, you have to side out T-Raw because it's just not that great because they're not OTKing you anyway. So like, there's just other. This is a nice card to put in for when you take out back row cards, or for like for example the ones where you want to side decree and you have to take out all the traps, but you still want protection. Trag is very good. 2 Crow, I didn't go quite as ham as Barney. I didn't think 3 was necessary, but then again, he obviously played 3 because then it facilitated the Dad and Chaos Sorcerer. But I felt 2 was perfect. Came in against Zombie, against what else? I didn't even play it against you, so it would have came in against you though.
Yeah.
Against me, probably.
But yeah, DD Crow, arguably like the best side deck card in EDISON. Very, very good. 2 Cyber Dragon, same reasoning as Barney. Didn't play any machine decks, but it's good against beta decks because it's bigger than their 19 betas. 1 Burial, this was kind of like an anti-side card.
Oh, was that DT Burial?
Yeah.
I didn't know Burial came in DT.
Yeah,
Right,
DT
it's the
Super.
same thing
I
with
think
Ultra.
the it's not highest rarity, the Ultra is highest rarity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ultra Duelist Pack.
Mm.
But either way, I played this because I felt a lot of people were going to be siding like DD Crow, Soul Release and stuff for my deck, and being able to reuse the Plague and Necro as well turns, if you've like already used Necro, it turns this into like a negate attack, just like on its own before you've even had its other application. So I thought it was a decent card. And then I played 2 Soul Release. I think this card's shit. Like I don't know why I sided it, but it was just in the list, and I thought there was quite a bit of Lightsworn, Vayu, Zombie in the tournament, so I just thought I wanted another card for graveyard stuff. But in the future, I will probably cut this card. I think it doesn't do enough. It's not chainable.
Play Kaiku, bro. Kaiku's quite sick.
I feel like my deck has too many normal summons, and that's how you
Yeah,
brick.
fair,
Like I don't want to play more normal summons. So in hindsight, I probably won't play these, but I played it for the tournament, and
I don't think it's that good against Value either.
yeah. And I played 1 Trunade. Obviously more back row removal. Barney mains the Trunade, sides MST. I main the MST, side the Trunade. 1 Vortex. Same reason as Barney. I don't play the Smashing, but I felt the Vortex was necessary because Lightsworn already has a bad Dragon matchup, and decks that like put big monsters out really early, this deck can sometimes struggle to beat because while we're trying to grind and set up our JD plays, they're just chunking us down with these fucking like 3k guys. So I felt the Vortex was necessary. 2 Decree, I had to give these back, but this is for like literally all the back row decks. Oppression, everyone's siding Light Mirror, so the Decree was great. The second Oppression, because I main one, but obviously you have to put the second one in. I had this against Diva, hit Miracle Fusion, and then it was just game. And then Mind Crush, this is in my side deck in every EDISON tournament. Some people don't really agree with this card, but I just think Mind Crush gets better the more you know about what your opponent's playing and if you can make good reads. So, yeah, this card is great all day. And then last one, TT.
That's spicy. Why
Yeah.
TT?
Well, I've always liked TT as a card, but when I saw the guy playing TT in the side deck, I thought it was really cool because there's times when game 1 you flip the Mirror Force, they see it, and now you know they're playing around it. So game 2 and 3, I just take out the Mirror Force and put in TT, and then like it just adds more of diversity to your trap lineup.
Yeah.
And it means that like you can punish your opponent a lot easier because they're always playing around like this specific free back row or something, and then they get hit with a curveball like this. It's kind of the same logic behind playing Mirror Force in the main deck.
Yeah.
Like I played against Moffat, and the cool play with the Mirror Force that I did was turn 1 I go first, set Mirror Force. He goes cool, draw for turn, summon Shura, attack. Now most people here would just Mirror Force to Shura. I take the damage. Then it comes back to me. I draw, I pass. He summons another Shura, attacks. I flip Mirror Force.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
why are you playing Mirror Force in Lightsworn?
Yeah. No, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it comes out. It's just a surprise factor, really. And TT is one of the best trap cards. It's that one for a reason. And opening it, being able to just set it, and no one's gonna expect it, means that you're gonna get a lot of value out of it. And yeah,
Cool.
pretty much it.
Well, that's our profile, guys.
Anything you want to say? Anything you're about to
What do you
shout
want to
outs?
say? Anything?
Shout out.
Shout out to all the boys. Go on.
I'm literally gonna say the same thing. Shout outs to the boys. Shout outs to Barney for having us.
Yeah,
Oh,
always. Best
Edison
times.
Cup.
Edison Cup. This is the 3rd one now.
Yep.
4th one coming.
Winter.
Winter. Yeah, watch the space.
2023, because we called last winter 2022 because we technically played it in January.
So it'll be
Yeah.
2020,
So it'll be
2023 winter.
It'll be winter 2023, but we're gonna do it like around the same time or whenever.
But now shout out Barney, safe for the amazing weekend. Every time we do the Edison Cup, it's always pure gas.
It's good fun, innit?
Yeah, it's
amazing.
such nice.
Shout out Moffat.
Yeah,
OG.
stay tuned for Moffat's profile. I think this is, I hope, I'll cut this out if not, but this is going to go up after our game. So Moffat won. Moffat's getting his name on the cup.
Literally.
And stay tuned for his profile. But yeah, that's it from us.
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Barney, Conor, and Disciples. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.